Hey everybody, it's nutritionist Dr. Mike Roussel, and welcome to today's episode of the Dr. Mike Show. Today we're going to talk about the number one mistake I see people make with their diet before they even get started. Okay, so it sounds a little bit cheesy, a little bit clickbaity, the number one diet mistake that people make before they even get started. I'll give you that. But this is legit the truth. Over the years, the number one mistake I see people make when they're going to start a new diet plan is they throw everything out. And they're just like, hey, I'm starting a diet on Monday, because everybody always starts on Mondays. Starting a diet on Monday, throwing everything out. I'm doing this new thing. Right? Whatever that new thing is, like you pick the new diet thing of the year, of the week, of the day, it doesn't matter. And why this is such a problem is that so much of nutrition, and we've talked about this before and we'll continue to talk about it, is food logistics. How do you get the right foods in front of you at the right times consistently, right? It's not all just about the nutrients, but it's about the logistics, the actual doing of the nutrition. And when you scrap everything and start fresh, what you end up doing is you create an intense food logistics problem for you, because you have naturally your own nutrition rhythm. Like you're used to eating certain things for breakfast. You're used to getting lunch in a certain way. You're used to dinners and this. And if you just throw all that out, right, not only are you trying to learn new foods and new habits and new things, but all your logistics are different too. And it makes it really difficult. And the key here is to remember, I tell this to clients all the time, like, look, this is your body for the rest of your life. Like you don't need to be healthy tomorrow. You need to be healthy in 20 years. There's no way, if you're a young athlete, there's no way you're going to become bigger, faster, stronger in 72 hours. But over the next 2 years, if you could progressively become bigger, faster, stronger, you'll totally dominate. We have this instantaneous mindset, which makes us want to throw everything out and start fresh. Whereas if we think of it of more of a consistent growth mindset, what that's going to give us is the ability to make small changes to get better over time. And that's really what the heart of this is. We want to make small changes that get better over time. So the way to start doing this is do what I call a nutrition audit or a diet audit. And you keep a food log. I outline this in a lot of my programs. It's a cornerstone in the Nutrition OS certification. And we also do it in the Minimally Processed Food Challenge. What you want to do with this is you keep a food log of everything that you're going to eat for 3 days, right? So for 3 days straight, bite it and write it. Okay. You bite it, you eat it, you write it down. And then at the end of those 3 days, you go back and you look. Now, depending on the lens that you're going to be looking at your nutrition through, let's say you use the 6 pillars of nutrition, which I very much recommend. You look at it and you say, okay, well, was this breakfast in line with the 6 pillars of nutrition? Was lunch in line with the 6 pillars of nutrition? And if not, where are the gaps? And so what you're going to start to see when you do this nutrition audit is that you're doing a lot of things right. So you should keep doing those things. That's why I'm very much against people just saying, well, I'm going to throw out everything I do and I'm going to adopt this new diet plan. Because by throwing out everything you're doing, you're also throwing out all the good stuff that you're doing. And when we do a diet audit, what you find out is you're like, oh, look, here's all the places that I'm winning. So you should feel good about that. And now you find here are the optimization points. So maybe over the course of this 3-day food log, you're going to find 8 different places where you could optimize your diet. Pick 2 and go from there. Now, instead of starting from 0, as if you had thrown all your nutrition habits out and started with a totally new diet, you're starting at like 80%. And now, over the course of the next 6 weeks, you're going to work to build and optimize on those 8 different points to bring everything into harmony of where you want to eat, everything in line with the 6 pillars of nutrition. So instead of throwing out everything you're doing and starting fresh, what I recommend you do is do a diet audit and find the places where you could get a little bit better. Double down on your wins and get more consistent with the things you do really well, and then find those little points that you could do better and do a little bit better in those situations. If you do that, you're going to find a lot more success, you're going to find a lot more sanity, and your diet's going to be a lot more effective.